That might change. That could change. How did you give it breakfast for Franklin? I know, but oh. Oh, because later we couldn't get out the end. Yeah. And I am part
It's still standing.
She always has something to say.
That's just trash.
I like it's trash. Utility, you made it. Right. So. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. Yeah. Nice place to go.
Here, we're there.
I love jobs.
Well, that is very nice of you to give like that next door.
Well, you know, the husband had to come back to work.
Whatever his name is.
Mom said it was good. I went over, you had already left.
Oh, it says, come back. Oh, yeah. Oh, see, I see it.
He still lives on
But I can go for something. Yeah.
I went to pick up a sponge. I do that. You ever know them? Because that was exactly what it looks like. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have that story.
That's cool. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the June 28th Special City Council meeting. I will, at this time, call the meeting to order at 6 p.m. and ask Police Commander Reyna to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Thank you. Commander, we will next go to roll call. We'll note that Ms. Lewis is participating in the meeting telephonically. Ms. Maloney?
Jones.
Present.
Lambert.
Here.
Lewis.
Here.
Lamas.
Here.
Faria.
Here. We have a quorum. Now go to item 4, consideration and approval of agenda. Chair will entertain a motion. Mr. Lambert?
Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Mr. Yamas?
Sure, I'll second that.
I have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Lambert, second by Councilmember Yamas to approve the agenda as submitted. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Motion carried unanimously. Item 5, public forum.
Aye.
Members of the public. Oh,
She voted aye.
aye. Thank you, Ms. Lewis. I have to remember to listen for that. Members of the public may address the city council members on any item of public interest that is within the jurisdiction of the city council. This includes agenda and non-agenda items. No action will be taken on non-agenda items. Speakers are limited to a 5-minute presentation. Detailed guidelines are posted on the council chamber informational table. One change that has taken place is that you no longer need to state your name or city of residence. Would anyone like to speak in the public forum?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tom Bellotti, a lifelong resident of Los Banos. Up to a couple of weeks ago, if I would have met any of you on the street, I would have congratulated you on the hiring of Josh Pinheiro, our city manager. We had a young, progressive, enthusiastic leader that was on a mission to improve life in Los Banos. Josh didn't have to come back to his hometown. He was working a secure, well-paying job in the Bay Area. But he wanted to come back here to improve the quality of life and create more opportunities for the citizens of our community, both young and old. He was supportive of the Los Banos Police, Fire, Planning, Parks and Recreation departments. He was instrumental in bringing a new public works engineer to the city of Los Banos. We'd been without one for over a year. How that ever happened, I have no idea. In a short 9 months, Josh was able to establish a working relationship with Los Banos Unified School District. The old basketball courts at the 7th and Pacheco were cleaned up and worked out over to make it a place for local kids to be able to go play basketball. Summer tennis camps are being held at Los Banos High School, a joint program with Los Banos Recreation Department. We haven't had this cooperation with the school district in a long time, and now he's got it working. Pacheco Park in downtown have been cleaned up and given a fresh look. Dead trees removed, new trees planted, U.S. flags flying from light poles around the city. The feeling of a proud city. Improvements and a new scoreboard are taking place at at the ballparks in Colorado Avenue. Other parks are being renovated, long overdue. Josh is a big supporter of recreation for all ages, all important to make a community progressive. 2 weeks ago, 3 of you, Yamas, Mayor Faria, and Deborah Lewis, decided to blindside Josh and the community and fired Josh Pinheiro for no apparent reason. Who will hire next? Who will you hire next? No qualified, right-minded person would want to take the job. 3 city managers in under 5 years? Who would want to come? I urge you to backtrack on your decision. Thank you. Tom Bellotti, and I would like this letter put on file, please.
Thank you for your comments. Anyone else like to speak? Public forum, please.
Hi, my name is Crystal. I've only been in Los Banos for almost 2.5 years, going on 3. We have 4 children, me and my husband. I wanted to talk to Los Banos about their leash law, their municipal leash law, where dogs are at large and not on a leash, and the owners are not taking responsibility for their pets' actions. Sunday at 9:30 p.m., me and my husband were walking our licensed state registered service dog, that is our daughter's. We took him for a midnight stroll about 9:30 p.m. We were on the sidewalk right in front of Dub Park by 704 Fairmont Drive. And there were 3 adults sitting in their front yard with their dog off the leash. The dog immediately viciously attacked our service dog which is Samson. He just turned 2 in February. He's a Great Pyrenees. Our dog did not attack back because he is not trained to do that. He is trained to be a service dog. This dog continually jumping, biting. He even bit my ankle. He scratched my right leg. Even though it's an abrasion, it's the fact that the dog was at large. The owners could not catch it. Our dog got bitten in multiple places, even though they're abrasions and didn't draw blood. It was very painful to him. We called the police station, took them half an hour to respond, literally. When they did respond, we had to walk the officer to the people's home, who acted as if nothing seriously really ever happened, was very angry because their dog got quarantined. I really think in Los Banos, because there's children, elderly people, and there's a lot of dogs, I really think you should enforce a huge fine on your leash law, not just make it a municipal thing where you leave it to the owner's responsibility to take proper care of their animals, which I see a lot that they do not. I did press charges against this family because I did get bit and scratched. We had our dog on a leash. It's not that hard. It doesn't cost that much. But I assure you, if you ensure a hefty fine each time a dog is off leash, caught, called, bitten somebody has made a report. There are numerous police reports of people's animals getting attacked from dogs off a leash. I really think it would stop. And not only that, you'll benefit from the profits of enforcing that leash law, which can also be put into a fund for your city for any kind of thing for animals. Neutering, spading, vaccinations, licensing. I don't even think this animal had his rabies shots. We showed the police officer our dog's California state license of being a service dog. He has rabies shots, his tags, everything. I just want to make sure, because every day someone suffers a traumatic injury to a dog bite. Dogs run loose. They're large, contribute to many severe, sometimes deadly incidents. And in California, every pet owner's legal responsibility is to obey a leash law, which none of your residents do here. They just kind of do what they want to do. And a lot of other public places, parks, you can't even go there with your family. Me and my daughter tried to go check the mail the other night and got chased down by 2 chihuahuas that we had to turn around with a stick and chase back. You can't really walk properly. And over on Fairmont, Dove, and Skylark area, a lot of dogs run in packs. When they start running in packs, they can get very vicious together as like a pack of wolves. So I think for the safety and well-being of residents in every area of Los Banos, I know you probably got a municipal leash law, but it's not really enforced, and you don't have a fine for it unless it's over shots or vaccinations or neutering. But if you enforce a fine for every time it's off the leash or that it attacks someone or somebody's pet, they'll eventually learn to obey the rules and the laws, and they'll keep their animals on leash, because these people had a fenced-in backyard. They even got to the extent where they lied and said their children were outside, and their children were not.
1 minute.
But that is all I wanted to take forth and let you know. I suffered injuries attacking the dog back, trying to kick it, smack it away, and then the only thing the owner could tell me was, "I'm so sorry." No respect, no anything. No, nothing, no empathy of what their pet did. They just got mad and said, "So you're going to have our child's pet taken away?" And I said, "Yes, I am." Because if it attacks my pet and bites me, imagine what it would have done if it was a child walking with its parent. So I just would like you to please take that into consideration. I'm a professional photographer here and a writer, and my husband is a financial advisor, and we do good to try to help with the community. We help a lot with the homeless as well. We have a bum foundation. I even work with Elizabeth with the Los Banos homeless shelter. But that is all I want to say. Thank you very much for your time and listening, and I hope you will take it into consideration, please.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Nancy Soares, a resident of Los Banos. Approximately 9 months ago, I applauded you as a council. You took a chance on something different. You evaded the norm, and you made a decision to hire a businessman instead of a groomed politician to be our next city manager. I applauded you. You said you wanted change, but after a few short months, you ran scared. Instead of giving your new hire a chance to prove himself, you made a rash decision to terminate him. Due to the quickness and manner in which this was done, I have to ask myself and you, was this decision based on rationale or emotion? As I understand it, it takes several steps in order to dismiss the city manager. It appears that you stepped on the gas and you went from 0 to 60 in one meeting, skipping all of the steps in between. These steps would have given the existing city manager time to make adjustments and resolve any issues you may have had with him. One of the most important jobs a city's manager has, as I understand it, is putting together a yearly budget. On the same exact night that you voted to dismiss Josh Pinero, you as a council voted unanimously to approve his budget. I find it incredulous that all of you can give him your vote of confidence on a job that he is doing by approving his budget and then turn around and fire him on the same night, basically an hour later. This makes no sense. It appears to me that this decision was based solely on emotion and personal issues. It appears to me that you shot from the hip without a game plan. We, as citizens of Los Banos, have not been given any justification as to why this decision was made. Yes, you can tell us that it is a personnel matter and cannot be discussed publicly, but you have to be able to justify your actions. We deserve to know. Your city employees deserve to be treated fairly and better than this. We, as citizens of Los Banos, deserve to be treated fairly and better than this. I ask you, where is the leadership on this council? Thank you. And I'd like this recorded too.
Anyone else like to speak in public forum? Okay, seeing no one, we will close the public forum and we will go into closed session.
Mr. Mayor, I have a comment that needs to be read into the record.
Thank you. Ms. Maloney?
By Lauren Harris. I was born and raised in Los Banos and am a fourth-generation resident on my mom's side of the family and a third-generation resident on my dad's side of the family. Whenever somebody asks me where I'm from and I answer with Los Banos, the reply is always one of two things. One, did you know that Los Banos means the bathrooms? Yes, I did. Thank you. Or, I've driven through here. While I personally love Los Banos because of the people here and am very proud to call it my home, I sadly know that it's not how others see it who are just passing through. Over the years, Los Banos has turned into a place to grab fast food or, if you're luckily in the know, a great meal at España's. We were in need of a new direction. In the handful of months he was employed as our city manager, Josh Pinero was helping us get there. I've known Josh for over 20 years, and he is always kind, respectful, energetic, and a hard worker. After spending years up in the Bay Area, he came home to the town we love to help make Los Banos better. He opened the eyes of longtime residents to the idea that Los Banos could be more than just a town you drive through. And even if you were just passing through, he was making it a place people admired along the way. The cleanup of Pacheco Park and the refurbished basketball courts on 7th and Pacheco were a huge step in the right direction, and he was just getting started. I was heartbroken when I heard the news of Josh's termination. To the city council members who made this decision, please look at the bigger picture. Los Banos is more than just a handful of some people grumbling because of change. Los Banos is a place we all call home, and we need a city manager who wants to make it the best place to live that it can be, which requires energy, respect, and hard work. Josh was doing that. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Ms. Maloney. Now we will close the public forum and go to closed session. Public employment title interim city manager pursuant to Government Code Section 54947, and we will report out after the closed session. Thank you.
Hi, Deborah, I'm going to put you on speaker. Deborah, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay,
Okay.
very good. So, reporting out from closed session. Direction given to staff. Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn. Mr. Lambert,
Mayor, I'll make the motion to adjourn.
second.
Mayor, I'll second that.
Got a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Lambert, second by Councilmember Yamas. To adjourn the meeting. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None? Carried.
Do you want to be audible, Deborah?
Deborah, you want to voice your vote?
If there's going to be a vote, I would need to be. If not, I'm just here,
Okay.
as a council member. All right.
Okay. Meeting adjourned at 6:44 PM.